Hi everyone and welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name is Kostis and today I have with me the one and only Noosh 101.
Hello.
Hi Noosh, welcome.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
for
me again.
thank you for being here again. She's back again.
Always, always.
Yes, so it's this time of the season where we have all of the songs and it's time to talk our favorites and do predictions. And I'm starting these collabs again. And last year I started with you, and I wanted to start with you again.
Oh, wow. I feel so honored.
Yeah, no, I feel honored. Like you, I think you are the reason that many other reactors and YouTubers came after because they were like, "Oh, Noosh did it. We can do it as well." He must be an okay person.
I don't think that I'm the pioneer, but thank you for that. That is really
You
nice.
are, you are. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
are a name in our community.
Thank you, Costas. Look at him flattering me. You,
Yeah.
Costas.
But you are like last year when we did this, I was so stressed. And when I met you in person, you remember in London, I
Yeah.
was shitting my pants because I was watching you for all these years, and I was like, oh my God, it's news.
Well, I talked to you a little bit. Well, we spoke before I met you, didn't I? And I was like, oh my God. I think that
Yeah.
like, was it you? Somebody was like, oh, you're so much shorter than I remember. So many
No,
people
I
told
wouldn't make a comment like that. I
No,
don't
I
make
know
that
you,
kind of
you
comment.
definitely wouldn't know. But so many people definitely said that to me. It was so funny because I was like, nobody noticed how short I actually am until
I
they
mean,
knew.
yes, you cannot tell because you're in the camera and you're sitting down. But no,
Yeah.
I would never have made a
No,
comment
I
like
know.
that to you.
I know. I know.
Anyway, what do you think of this year?
Oh gosh, absolutely incredible this year. Like I feel like sometimes I know we kind of spoke a little bit about this, but a lot of people haven't been agreeing. But I genuinely think this is one of the best Eurovisions that we've had for a very, very long time. Like in
I
terms of
know.
quality.
Yeah, and I don't understand when I see people that disagree. I was like, how are you deaf?
Are you deaf?
Like, yeah, like what's the problem? And whenever I was reacting to every song, I was like, "Oh, I like this one as well, and I like this one as well. And every time at the end, I'm trying to see if someone can qualify. And after some point, I'm like, I'm gonna stop doing that because they all can.
I know, I know. What the heck? I think I said for every song pretty much it's gonna qualify, and now it's like I have to redo everything because I'm sorry, what were we meant to do? We were just reacting to what we saw over like in the first moment, and like they
Wait,
were
wait,
all so good. Okay, maybe there was a handful.
say that
Did I
again
did I
because
come cut
you
out?
cut out.
Yeah, no, I feel like there was a maybe a handful that I didn't quite gel with, but apart from that,
Yeah,
everything else has been on point, and I've been listening to more songs this year than I ever have. So that
agreed.
says something.
I'm on the same train exactly. Okay, so you did your top 15. There's a video in Noosh's channel. You can go and have a look. So we're not gonna do tops, but let's talk semifinals and who we believe can qualify.
Oh my God, that's so difficult.
Now we have them all. Now, like when we were doing reactions, we were like, yes, this can qualify, this can qualify, this can qualify. But
Yeah,
now we have to choose Noosh.
I know. It's so difficult, honestly. If uh I thought first semi-final was going to be the hard one, and then all the other songs for semi-final two came out, and I was like, great, we're actually screwed this year. We're going to lose so many songs that we like. There's so many
Yes.
songs. But are we going to go through each semi? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with semi one.
Okay, let me get the list up because I still haven't memorized what's in each. I kind of have
Yeah,
a
me
rough
too.
idea, but like I forget every time, and I'm like, wow, I feel like a fake Eurovision reactor every time.
I mean, we
Final.
can remember so many things. People expect us sometimes to remember everything and to have everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, we are reacting to like, I don't know, 1,000 songs every season. Like how, what, like our mind is one mind. And we
Oh,
also have a
honestly,
life, a real life, except from that.
100%. And all the national selections and everything included, like
Yeah.
you're gonna forget everything, like not everything, some things. And like I know, I agree. So should we go through what we don't think is gonna qualify or we think is gonna qualify?
Who we think is going to
Okay.
qualify. Let's start positive.
Start positive. Good plan.
Yeah,
I I think I think Ukraine is going to qualify.
me
I'm
too.
pretty certain. What an
Mm-hmm.
amazing song. Well, I think many of these are amazing songs, but this one's in my top 10. So I would be sad if it doesn't, but realistically, this
It's
is
gonna
gonna
qualify. Yeah, and it's a
yeah.
televote only semi, so people usually tend to vote for Ukraine anyway. But also this year, with such a good song, I don't think it cannot qualify.
Yeah, no, it's in there. Cyprus, I don't I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know.
I
Even
know,
though
right?
I
And
love this song, but I don't know if it's enough this year.
I know what you mean.
I don't know. I feel awful as a Cypriot Armenian saying that because obviously I'm rooting for this country, but
We
I don't
have to
know.
be with to try and be objective here. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how I just went to saying no qualifiers. Sorry, I just I was
No,
trying to
no,
be
that's
positive. But okay, let's just go on to like who I think is actually I think Serbia will be in the final, I think.
yes,
I
I
think it's
think so as
quite
well.
quite a strong song. I think Lithuania is going to be in the semi-final too. Croatia, yes,
Yes, definitely.
definitely. I should write these down so I've got these because one, two, three, four. I'll come back to Ireland in a second. Slovenia. I'll come back to that one.
Yeah, okay.
Finland's 100% going to qualify.
Yes, I agree.
I think Luxembourg's going to qualify as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I think the song's good enough. I just don't know about the staging quite yet, but I'm leaning towards yes right now.
I think they will stage it well for some reason, even though they've been missing. So I don't know what
Yeah,
how, but
yeah. I just really like the song in general, and I think Tali's got a really good voice, so I think she's gonna do well with this. So how
mhm.
many have I said then?
I think we
One.
have six so far.
Okay, so that I think Ireland might get through this year. I have a feeling
Okay,
it's not my absolute favorite, but I can see why how everyone's loving it.
I love
So
it. I love it.
yeah, a lot of people really, really like it. I just find it hard to listen to in my spare time. So I was judging like all my tops on those, like how many
Yeah.
times I listen to it. But I do see like the improvements of Ireland, like, oh my God, like this is night and day, quite literally. Like the
Finally,
song.
they're taking a risk. They're
They're
taking,
taking a risk and
yeah,
they're taking it a little bit more seriously, which I highly appreciate. So I think this deserves to be in the final.
me too.
I think Slovenia will get in as well then because
Probably.
everyone really likes this song as well.
Portugal?
Yes, Portugal will get through. Really amazing
Agreed.
staging and,
I
and vocals. Beautiful.
yes, I love your voice so much. And the
Yeah.
staging, yeah.
Yeah. So that means there's one more spot.
Yes, there is one more spot.
I think maybe Azerbaijan's got this, but I don't know just because of
You
their.
think so?
I don't particularly love the song, but I don't know if it's better than Moldova or Australia's song. Maybe Australia,
I
actually.
think Australia. Like, I
I think
think they are underestimating everyone. It's like
it's because
underestimating
that
the song.
music video didn't do them any justice, let's be honest. It was just them like
Yes, but I think what the music video did in an artistic point of view, not in a competition point of view, is like it made us focus on the lyrics and the message of the song. And that's, I think, what they wanted to say.
yeah. Yeah, and this sounds Australian for once. So and we've got this trend this year of having ethnic sounds coming from those
Mm,
countries. So I really like that about this song. And it's really not an unpleasant song. It's a song I would listen to for sure. I just wasn't sure because of the way that people have been really not talking about it as much, but it could be
yeah,
could be a complete underdog here for
yeah,
sure.
I believe they are the like this year's Gustav.
Yeah. And it's a similar kind of vibe actually
Yeah,
when
it
you
is a similar vibe,
yeah.
song-wise.
Okay, so
Okay, so
I
it
think
was not so
that's
difficult to
no,
to choose at the end of the day, as
no,
much as we
it
thought,
wasn't.
right?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
that's quite realistic actually, what we've
I
done.
think so as well. Maybe for the last spot, maybe between the countries that we said or Cyprus. If Cyprus takes something, it's this last spot. But yeah, I'm with
I
you.
hope so, just because like I think she deserves to be there, and I'd like just like to see Cyprus in the final, but
Yeah,
who
me
knows?
too. But still, like, I was kind of underwhelmed by the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they put it up quite a bit. And I feel like Cyprus is kind of staying in the same territory every year. I would
yeah,
like to try do an Armenia or a Greece situation. That would be amazing. That would be so good. I'd be
yeah,
down. So yeah.
totally. Okay, second semi-final.
Mm.
Who do we think is qualifying?
Austria for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Switzerland, duh. I think
Yeah,
that's given. Greece, yes.
hopefully.
I think Denmark's got this, I think it people think are sleeping on this song a bit, but I really like this song.
I agree, and her voice was good. Like everything was very good.
Yeah. I think Armenia is gonna get through. I
I
just
think
think
so
it's
as
a really
well.
fun song. So
It's so fun, and it will be a crowd pleaser. And if they do the la 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 thing with the crowd, where
yeah,
when in the music video they are talking to people, they're making them sing it back. If they can
yeah.
do this with a crowd, it's gonna be so good.
100%. And they're very, very good live. So I would be surprised if this doesn't
Have you
get
seen
through.
them live?
I've got friends that have seen them live and I've seen them like on their phones and everyone that has seen La Niva live has said that they are incredible.
Oh,
In
that's
fact,
good.
funny fact, my friend has tickets to see them on the 11th of May in London. And I'm like, how's that
Oh,
possible? That's the Eurovision final.
I saw that. I saw that someone posted it on Twitter as well. Like I just got tickets for La Niva at 11th of May. I'm like, what? And then I saw that there is a gig with her name. I don't know if they canceled it already, but were they? Do you believe they were a last minute thing because they were announced so last
I
as well?
I do. I'll tell you why. That I mean, I'm not gonna say I did this, but I've been talking about them for a while. And a lot of other people have been saying send London either. And I
Yeah.
think, let's be honest, Armenia waits till lastminute.com to pick who they're gonna send for a reason. I think that what they do is go through every single song that's in the contest so far and see what's gonna compete.
Oh, you
I have a
think
feeling.
so?
I have a feeling. Sometimes not so much because I know I once was in talks with the delegation about the song and that was a little bit before. But I do think this year maybe they were like, okay, we're not going to send something super polished and pop friendly because we have a lot of competition and we need something to stand out. And I think that song as well came out in September. So I
Yeah,
don't think this was a like a
a
plan
planned
that was
thing.
going
Yeah.
along for months and months. I don't think so. I might be so wrong with this, but I
Yeah, I have the
completely
same feeling. That's why I asked. I have exactly the same feeling with you.
I wouldn't
Like,
be surprised. I would not be surprised. Okay, how many we done?
okay, I don't know. Okay, you said Austria, Switzerland, Greece, Denmark, Armenia. We have five.
Ah, okay. Well, I know Norway's definitely gonna go through. I think
Yes.
Netherlands, duh.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia. So
Yeah.
what? That's two more.
Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium's going to go through.
I
And I
think
think
so.
Israel, honestly, let's be honest here, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably going to go through. So,
yeah. I think so as
but
well. What about Estonia? We left Estonia out. And
I
this is a
think
crowd pleaser.
I know, but this and Armenia are going to go against each other, I think. The two ethnic crowd pleasing songs. So who out of the two are going to get it? I don't know.
Oh,
Um,
you think that one of the two will get most of the votes, will
I think
cancel
so.
each other.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm so certain on that. I'd be
Are you so
surprised.
sure about Georgia?
I think she's a really good performer and I like the song. It's not in my top 15 though. I did mention it as my one of my tops, but it isn't in
Yeah.
my top 15. So I don't know. Maybe other people won't like it as much, but I really like the song and I think she's going to do a really good job. Like when you saw her in the music video, she was slaying that.
Yeah,
So
of course. And the
if
song
she
is good. I really loved it when I reacted. The thing is, in the same semi-final, we have Austria, which the songs are very different, but we have the same concept, a female lead singer with
yeah.
probably male dancers around them. At least that's what they did at their music video.
Yes.
So they might have a, fight over
Clash.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, there is Greece, who also has a totally different song, but she will also be the lead female, So
Yeah.
will three of them qualify? That's my question.
That's very true. You know what? That is very true. I don't know. This is one of those. I think this is a
And
more.
Malta. We also have Malta.
I know, but I don't think this song's that competitive compared to the other
No,
one.
but it's the same genre. That's what I'm saying.
It
Like
is
it's like another one. In this time I find out. It's so hard.
100%. No, this one's harder, I think, for me than the first one.
I think so as well. Everyone was saying that the first one is the bad blood. I don't agree. Unlike
No,
both of them.
they're both bad.
Yeah, both
Both-
bad.
we're all gonna cry in these semis. It's gonna be stressful, I'll tell you that.
I know. It's gonna be so hard. So
I
hard. What do
know.
you think of the Big Five and Sweden?
Love Sweden. Absolutely obsessed with the song. Like, and the more actually the staging than the song, I would say, if I was gonna
Mm,
pick,
mm.
but the overall package of this is really flawless and you can't help but enjoy it, I think, because it's
I
just so in
know.
your face and like it's so Swedish as well. So like I think it's going to be a really nice welcoming song. I don't know
It's
a lot
so
of people.
good that it's gonna be first. I love that.
You know what? I'm really annoyed in my reaction. I literally was like, this would be a great opening song. And then I cut it out. And I'm like, damn, like I should have just left
Ah,
it because
no.
a day later, then we find out they're actually going to be first, which is so strategic. I think that is a really good thing to do here. And, you know, it makes sense. It just makes sense. So I really love that song. Um, Spain, again, like, I just really love Nebulosa. It just,
I
I love
know.
it.
And the whole drama with Benidorm this year, like, no, it's gonna be Sofia Cole, no San Pedro, no Sofia Cole, no San Pedro, and then Nebulosa.
I know. It's
Hola.
like, move out the way.
Yeah,
She's coming through, literally. I think that was so iconic in itself for that whole
yeah.
situation. And it just explained, it was a really good example of her persona, I think, of doing that. Like it's such a diva moment, you know? And yeah, I think it's
And
a
she
really good.
deserves that moment. You know their story. Do you know that they are hairdressers with her husband and they
Yes,
do music on the side? And it's so sweet. I'm so happy they are at Eurovision.
I know. We've got a few underdogs this year, like Croatia as well. Like, you know, come from
Yes,
nothing and then all of a sudden might be like winning potentially. Croatia may not.
exactly. That's a beautiful story.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is a winning song by any means, but I
No,
think a
no.
lot of people are gonna have a lot of fun and it just adds to this year's contest with the fun that it
Yeah.
brings.
And if the
So
same happens, what happened at Benidorm, and the crowd is shouting Thora, 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 like it's gonna be so much fun. It's
it
gonna
is gonna be so much fun. So I can't wait to see how the audience perceive this.
yeah.
Um, but I do think it's one of the best entries Spain's had for a while. So I've nothing to
I
hate on
mean,
this.
last year my personal favorite was Blanca Paloma.
I
So
did as well. Yeah, don't get me
yeah,
wrong. That was one of my favorites from last year, but this is a completely different take. This is like really not taking it too seriously because that was quite a serious song compared to this. Like
yeah, yeah. It's
the
different.
vocal talent was 100% there. It's just I just still don't know how she didn't do as I don't know how she did as
I
bad.
don't know as well. I don't know.
That was a
Like
crime.
we have all this wrong impression. Like I made a video about juries and public vote, and then someone wrote on the comments, "You all every year say in your YouTube channels that juries will go for ballads, for songs, for for voices. They don't do that. They go for pop songs. They go like and that's I think that's what happened last year with Blanca Paloma. It's not a sure thing that because it's a ballad and someone has a good voice or it's traditional that the juries are gonna vote for it.
No, agreed. 100%. I I think maybe last year just had a lot of, I mean, it's not as upbeat as this year, but it did have stronger songs, I think. It has been getting better and better, I think. And a lot of people didn't like last year, but I thought it was a strong year.
I agree
Again,
with you. I
maybe
agree
we're
with you.
just Eurovision fans, so we think everything's good. I don't know if that's the case, but we love this contest. So there is a little bit of bias in there, but I still think people gave votes to other songs last year and maybe
Yeah,
is subtracted from her. But yeah, anyway, regardless, we all love her and her song. So,
exactly.
she's still
Yeah.
an icon.
What about Germany?
Yeah, not my favorite this year, I'll be honest. This is probably the one that I'm gonna be like, I've not played this or wanted to play this. It's not a bad song
No,
again,
it's
but
very radio friendly.
very radio friendly. But I really want Germany to try something different, please. Like, I'm getting very tired of this whole like, oh, we're always coming last. Let's tr not try so hard. Do what the UK is doing at least, and actually send people that might have I mean, I'm not saying Isaac doesn't have passion. He probably has a lot of passion. I know when he won, he looked like he was having the time of his life. But songs that are competitive, this isn't a competitive song.
That's the thing. It's not a competitive song. It's not that it's a bad song or something. It's
Yeah.
just not competitive, you know?
Yeah, completely. And I think it's because they're sometimes I think it's because of this, because they're in the final. They don't
Yeah.
really
Yeah, but they
try.
had Rick and they chose Isaac, you know? Like they had Rick, who is also, it wasn't like my risky move to send Rick. It was a ballad, but he had amazing vocals. The staging was good. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Anyway.
I agree. That was one of my favorites. Well, there wasn't many great ones, but that was the one that I was like, they're definitely going to send this. They just didn't. So
Yeah.
anyway, that is
Yeah.
um
Speaking of the UK,
yeah, speaking of the UK, I really like this song.
I love it.
I think it's great. I mean, it's exactly what I was expecting. It's nothing completely new and out the box, but it's still got the fun that we wanted coming from the UK with a very radio friendly
Hmm.
UK sounding song with really nice elements in there. Like I love that talking bit. I know some people don't like it. The bit where he's in the bathtub and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I love it. And it changes the song a little bit. It gives it like a, a place to breathe, you know, like it's
yeah,
something
and it's got
different.
like a throwback sound as well, which a lot of the songs we've been getting a taste of this year, which is seems to be like the theme, just dance numbers of the noughties or something. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here for that. Like I love it. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
understand why people were underwhelmed when the UK released their song because it was only Alexander. What did you expect from him? You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
that's kind of his music. What did you expect? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. It's crazy
I
to me.
think he's gonna do. I mean, God bless May. I think she's a great singer, but I think that the performance will be well more executed with Ollie.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
can't wait to see what they do at the staging
I
actually,
know. I heard something about having a spinning thing, which makes sense. But
like the music video.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
which
that would
would
make
be
sense.
very good. It's a good
Hmm.
idea. And Ollie is such a great performer and dancer. He can dance, you know? I love his
Very good, yeah.
kind of movement. So yeah. Who else?
Who
Who
have we
else?
missed?
Uh
France?
France. France.
Oh, I also love this song. Like it's a ballad, so like it's not my genre that I would necessarily go to, but like I mean the
And that's
moment
why
we
I was
heard,
surprised with you when I saw your top 15 and he was there. I'm like, Noosh, a ballad?
what's happening? No, I know. I just think I've still listened to this song since when we heard it. When was it? Last year.
October, November, or something like that.
Yeah, it was the first song we got, and it's still a song when I play it. I'm like, yeah, I feel this. Like, I think it's really beautifully done. I love his voice. I love everything about him. And if a ballad was to do well at Eurovision, this is the top one I would be rooting for because yeah, I really like it. And maybe some people are going to get bored of it because it came out so long ago. But for me, it gives me that memory feeling that a ballad should do that, the feeling you get inside of
Yeah,
you. Like,
yeah.
yeah. So
And
I
did you
really,
see what he did at Dora?
yeah.
I was like, what? Like
Yeah.
that's a I don't know. It's a moment where the artist is telling to everyone else like I'm better than you. Like chill,
Yeah.
chill. Look at
Yeah.
me.
100%. He's definitely knows he's talented, but he's a very established artist.
Yes,
Like
yes.
my friends over here know who he is, and I didn't know who he was until Eurovision. So,
Yeah,
you
my
know,
boyfriend who is not a Eurofan and his friends, he knew him. He was like, "Oh, of course I know him," you know. And I
yeah,
have another, my manager slash very good friend of mine in London. She's French, and she's not a Eurofan as well. She never watched Eurovision. And I was like, Slimane, do you know Slimane? And he was like, of course I know Slimane. And I'm like,
see,
yeah, he's gonna represent France in Eurovision. She was like, what? What? It's the first time in France that a very famous artist is going, you know.
Yeah, and I was like, I was shocked as well. I had the exact same feedback when I talked about him. So I would be surprised
Can you
at
hear
the
it?
I was like, what happened? No.
No, the alarm. It was like the fire alarm came on. I was
Is
like,
there a
sorry.
fire? Get out, cause
No, it's my flatmates. They always cook and there's smoke, and then it never happens to me. Why is it happening to them? I don't
it always is the case. It's fine. My husband just came and sneezed and I was like, why are you doing this right now?
know.
It happens.
Well, sorry, what were you saying before that?
France. No, yeah, I think that this is going to do well. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. I see it on
Mhm.
the left-hand side anyway, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
And
Definitely.
it will stand out from the other songs that we have this year.
Yes, it's we don't have something else like that.
Mm-mm,
Did we
no.
say all of them? We said
Italy.
Sweden,
I nearly
Italy,
forgot.
Italy.
Ah, I love this song so much.
It's
I,
so
I I
good.
think for me it's just exciting to see that I'm actually enjoying Italy songs in the last few years because like last year not so much. I'm okay, no. 2021 with Måneskin was the last one that I felt like, yes, this has got winning potential. And when Angelina was I saw her even before she performed the final San Remo. I mean, it was a really good show, San Remo this year, wasn't it?
Yes, so many good
Very
songs.
I know. I wish that they got some of them in other years because, like, spread them out. I would like to see Annalisa go to Eurovision as well. So
She has to at some point, right?
I know. But yeah, I think that this is could win it. It has got a magical feel about it. I'm not saying that it will, because I don't think anyone could predict anything that's going to happen this year.
No, we cannot.
But come on, she's bringing the party. She's also bringing some really traditional roots. She's got like such a good like vibe about her. Like she's just so perfected and she's like, this is nothing. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm like, and you can see that. You can
Yeah,
see that.
and this confidence, and she was alone on stage, and she was like, it
She
was her
tripped
stage.
and
Yeah,
she
she
still
tripped.
made it work. It still
Yeah.
looked very tasteful. If I was tripping, I'd be like everywhere. So yeah, I think she's a lot of people are gonna really like her and they're gonna like the song. And I think she's got a good enough voice for the juries also to give her some really high points. So
Yes,
yeah, I think this is an overall package from Italy,
she
and I'm
has.
impressed.
Like we have so many countries this year that have winning potential, and I'm like, I don't know. And I love that about this year. It's like, yes, we're gonna be like stressed. What's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, it's the funnest thing when it's not predictable because then you're just like, I don't know.
Saying that we cannot predict, I want to ask you, I would need 5 countries from you that you think that they can win, and 5 countries that you want to win, that you would
Okay.
like to see winning.
But it's okay. This might be crossing over to the
Of
can and
course, yeah.
so Croatia for the this is
This
can
is
win.
can win.
Yeah. Croatia, I think Italy.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it gets stressful. Um, God, I need to get my list out because my brain's going like completely
Yeah,
blank.
yeah. Have a
I
look,
could
have a
see
look.
Greece even potentially doing it. If she perfects this staging, I think people were like, "What is this? Like, this is so unique." Like,
Yeah.
and and also
Have you
she's just
heard about the staging idea?
no.
So they say that it's gonna be a single shot, never changing, like a monoplan.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Like, you know, that Greece tends to have like ideas like that, like, oh, green screen in 2021, all this, all that, you know, to have an idea, which the idea can be cool, but let's see the execution, you know, that's where Greece lacks in the past years, okay, on the
Yeah, that is
staging
very
execution.
true.
But this can be very impactful if in this thing, because the song keeps going and going and going, if things are happening all the time and it's in your face the whole time, maybe it's going to be impactful. It can be very good if it's executed perfectly, but I'm scared.
well, that scared me. That's made me think about this again because I don't know now because that was the one thing I was almost counting for because I felt like not Mantisa, Marina can like bring that because she's got that expertise with the Eurovision team for Greece. Like I just thought, well, let's hope for the
Yeah.
best.
But
And
the other thing, her choreographer is Rosalia's choreographer.
okay, well,
So it
let's
might be
just
good.
let's just see how it goes then because we don't know. This is so
No,
unpredictable beforehand.
yeah.
Okay, so I said no, I didn't say Belgium, but
No, you said Croatia and
Greece, Italy.
yes.
I think that Switzerland could potentially get this. And
Mm-hmm.
I also think the Netherlands have got a chance too.
I agree. I
I
agree.
mean, but I could also see a complete 180 and someone like Norway get it or something because they just like have something really different and unique. But there's a lot of different and unique songs here. So honestly, I have no idea. But who I want is going to
Yes.
be very similar. I think Croatia, I would love to see win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd love to see Italy,
Mm-hmm.
Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even mind Ukraine winning this, to be quite honest with you. I don't think they will because of obviously circumstances, but I would like to just because I love the song so much.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Greece too because I really like that song too, you know?
Yay! So basically, from the can and the want, there was only one change,
Yeah.
Switzerland with Ukraine.
Yeah, no, I'm that confident heart. No, I'm not that confident, but I feel like those are the strongest ones that we have.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, okay. I know you have other things to do, so I want to say
Never, not for you, Costas. I've got all day for you.
thank you. Apart from in half an hour that you have a meeting.
Yeah, I do have a meeting. You're very right.
I know, I know. Thank you very much, Noosh, for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun. It was a nice little break. I needed that today. Just some
Yeah,
fun Eurovision banter.
we need that, especially this year. It's been a very stressful year for us, for other people
Mm-hmm.
more, but for us as well, doing
Mm-hmm.
that. Like the
Yeah.
fun is going away, and we need to give it back to each other, you know?
Need to bring that spice back because this year is just so good. Why are we gonna try and ruin it? Let's try and be positive and have a good time. It's gonna be a really, really good time in Malmo in terms of just like the energy, I think, with the songs that are coming out. And music does bring good vibes and energy if you allow it. So allow it. And then
Yeah,
it will be good.
exactly. Do you have tickets for Malmo?
I've got for actual shows, no, I've only got a afternoon preview show, but I've applied for the press and I will be going, fingers crossed. So that's the plan right now.
Hopefully, I'll see you there then.
Yes, oh my God, how fun is it gonna be? I can't
Yeah, it
wait.
is. Thank you so much, Noors. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful next few months, and see you in Malmo, hopefully.
Thank you too, Costas. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Like the video, subscribe to both of our channels. You're probably subscribed to Noosh's. And see you very soon. Another video. Bye.
Bye.